Hi guys, and welcome to my Kotlin tutorials for Android certification. Today we're going to be working on fragments, and we're going to make this app and also navigation drawer, button navigation drawer. So button navigation drawer will have three fragments: mobile settings and help. So you can switch fragments by clicking on the bottom. Also, second half, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make second video or is it just second part of that one big video. We're gonna work on also transferring the data between fragments. So let's say here I'm gonna put 2 minus 2 equals 0, for example, in edit text. And when I click send, it will take me to the help fragment where instead of saying displaying help, it will display whatever I write here. All right, let's start. Let's open new project, file, new project, empty activity, and I'm just gonna call it fragments finish. And let it load. So the first thing we need to do, we need to get some dependency. And usually you go here to model build Gradle model app file, and that's where you put dependency. But I also found out there is an easier way. You go to, let's see, file, project structure, and then you go to dependencies, and here you click on plus and then pick library dependency. And here you can look for any dependency that's available. Material. We need material. So let's see what popped up. So Google material. Yeah, that's the one we need. I see com Google Android material. So double click OK, I guess. Then apply. And what it does now, it just syncs it and downloads it. Click OK. And right there, configured in 2 seconds. So right there, see, so instead of going to Stack Overflow or looking for it, you can just go there and find dependencies you need. All right, so we got this dependency. Okay, so next step would be to add vector assets. So go to drawable, and vector assets, we need it for, see this mobile settings and help those images. So let's go to, and by the way, you know what? Let me go back to styles. I didn't change this one. Let's change this one to something like, maybe like that, like that. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna close that. And as I said, let's go to drawable. And we're gonna click on new, vector assets. Click on whatever you have that picture. And here look for, what do we have here? Mobile, first one. So mobile. And the picture we have was this one. So this one, mobile screen. So click here. All right, and let's make it shorter. Just IC mobile. That's all. And also color over here. Let's make it white. Choose color. Quality. 6 Fs. White. All right. Next and finish. Also, we need 2 more. So new vector assets. Click on the picture. We have settings there. So look for settings. Right here. Click on settings. It's already white. Next. Oh, it needs to make it shorter too again. Settings. Just IC settings. That's all. Next. Finish. And one more. New vector asset. Click on it. And let's look for help. Was this one here? Okay. It's already white because we changed it. And let me go once again. Make it shorter. Help. I see help. Okay, next. Finish. All right. Okay, so the next step would be to go to create a menu folder. Click on Res. New Android resource directory. Change values to menu, and also name will be menu changed for you, or you can just type it. Click OK. And see this was added here, the package. Right click on that, new menu resource file, and call it also menu. Click OK. All right, so now we have a menu resource we have to work with. Click on code like this. All right, here we need to create an item, several items actually. So first item will be okay, we need to give it ID of mobile for future references. Also, we need title, which is going to be mobile. And this is just, if you see this part right here, the mobile, the first one. And we need also icon will be drawable IC mobile. There you go. Close it. And so basically we need 2 more for settings and help. So I'll just copy and paste. Copy, paste like this. So this one will be settings, ID, settings. Title will be settings. And title, by the way, title is, when you say title here, it's this part right here on the bottom. This is icon, and this is what title means right here, settings. And then icon here would be IC settings. And obviously one more. That one will be ID of help. Title will be help. And help. All right, so this is done. Okay, so the next step would be go to activity main right here, and let's go to split screen, and we're gonna remove this text view for right now, and we're gonna instead start looking for bottom navigation. Right there, it popped up. Width would be match parent, and height will be wrap content. Let's give it ID of bottom navigation. Okay. All right, now we need to give it constraint because it's a constraint layout. So we're gonna say bottom to bottom of parent. Then we're also gonna say left to left of parent, and we need right, oops, right to right of also parent. Right there. Another thing we need to add a menu. So start typing menu, and it's going to be menu. That's what it was created. And background would be at 696 FCF. Oops, large FCF. Okay, we also need add icon tint, which is going to be FFF. So right here, see. Let's do 6. You can do 3 or 6. It's the same thing. And then text color, item text color is same. FFF, FFF. So now they're both, and we can close it. By the way, that's it. So they're white. See, just like we want it. We can also run it. And also the next thing we need to do, we need to add a container for because it's we're gonna get container for fragments, because fragments will be changed within this one activity, right? The main activity. So let's see if it's gonna show us how it's gonna look like so far. Okay, yeah, so far so good. See, you can click on it, but nothing happens. It's just one activity. We just need to add more fragments there. Okay, so let's do the next step. So we're gonna start writing right here, frame layout. Width would be match parent, and height would be, let's put 0 dp. Also, we need to have an ID. So ID will be ID fragment container. Then constraints would be top to top of parent, and bottom would be bottom to top of this navigation. So it's gonna go from here to here, which is, let's see, bottom navigation. Here you go. So now we have frame. We can close it now. Now we have frame layout here for fragments. All right. So we also need to add those fragments. We need 3 fragments for each screen. For that, let's go to packages, new. Let's create new package that says, say, my fragments. All right, and inside here, if you click new, all right, click on that, and new fragment blank. So the first one is, we have mobile fragment, then once again right click on my fragments, new fragment, blank right there. Next one is settings, fragment, settings fragment, and one more is the help. New fragment, blank, settings fragment. Oh, I'm sorry, we already have settings. Help fragment, finish. Okay, so we need to go to each of the fragments and do some changes there. Let's go to fragment mobile and let's split. I'm going to split. You can code, split, or design. Let's change it to constraint layout. Constraint layout. Then I don't like this line. So width would be actually wrap content, and same as height, wrap content. So we are in mobile, right? So we're gonna say here mobile. Oops. Inside here, mobile. Let's make text size 30 sp. And we need to put constraints. You can do it here on design, but or you can do, maybe it's actually easier. Click on design. Let's see if we can do it here. Like that, like that, like that, and like that. There you go. But if you go to code, you can type the same thing. Bottom to the bottom of parent, top end to the end, start to start, top of top. And so actually let's copy this and let's go to each of the other fragments that we have. So this one was mobile. Let's go to settings, split here so we can see what we're doing. Paste, and I think I have to import it. Yeah, import it. And then instead of mobile, by the way, if you didn't know what just happened, it was red. I imported it by clicking Option Enter on Mac. So instead of mobile, we're gonna say settings, and then we go to next one is help. Oops, where's the help? And I jumped help and then split. And here we're gonna say the same thing except, oh, see, I need to option return. It imported it, and instead of mobile, we're gonna say, oh yeah, we didn't change the frame layout. That's why it's doing it. So instead of mobile, we're gonna say help, and then frame layout. As I said, we need to have constraint layout for that. And let me go back to the one I didn't. So this one is help. There's the settings one. Close it already. Go to layout, settings. Here you go. Here it's still on the top there. It's because I didn't change the layout. It has to. Let's go top here. Frame layout. Change to constraint layout. Here you go. Now it's in the middle. So let's run it. Oh yeah, we didn't. Let me see. Run it like this. You won't be able to see all of them. Let's see what happens. I don't know. See what it will show us. All right, nothing yet. So this is just the activity. We do have fragments, but we need to put, and you can click. See, it's clickable, but you still need to put those fragments here. For that, we need to go to the main where's the main? Well, let me look for it here. Main activity. Main activity. So next step would be go to the main activity, and over here on top, before on create, we're gonna say private val mobile fragment equals mobile fragment, like that. And the same thing we're gonna go do for the other two. I'm gonna say more settings fragment equals settings fragment. And we copy this one again. This one will be help fragments. And it's help fragment. So what we're doing here, we're creating this variable, mobile fragment, and we're saying that's the fragment right there that we created, mobile fragment. See, it starts with capital M. And so we connecting, we creating those variables in main activity, and we connected them to the fragments that we've created. All right, so next step would be we need to have a function that places at least the first fragment. I'm sorry, first fragment right here. For that, we're gonna say we need to create function, right? So where, okay, on create starts here and ends here. So after on create, we're gonna say private fun replace fragment, and as a parameter we're gonna say fragment and inside of this function we're gonna say val transaction so val transaction equals support. We need support fragment manager, this one, second one, and then we're gonna say dot begin transaction dot replace, and inside here as a parameter we're gonna give location of the fragment container. So we're gonna say r id fragment container. See, it already gives you and then says comma fragment. And the last thing we need to say is commit. Right here. Dot commit. Okay. And by the way, you can make it, this is one line. It's a very long line. You don't have to do the whole line like that. You can do, see, we have while transaction. You can also have, let's say instead of a long line like this, you can say transaction dot, and it basically gives you everything was available like that. And then instead of, if it's, you know, still too long, you can do remove it here, and it says transaction dot commit. So, but I'm gonna keep it as one line. Anyway, you do it is correct, but I'm gonna keep it as one line the way it was. So you can see while transaction equals, we need support fragment manager, begin transaction, replace, and put that fragment container in place and commit. Now we have this function which is replace fragment. Now we need to put inside of the what is that, on create right here. Let's put it here, start typing replace fragment. There you go. So we put it in there, and let's just actually run it. Oh yeah, we need to put also replace fragment, and here we have to put first fragment that we wanted to see, mobile fragment. That's the first one. So let's run it now. And then after that, we just need to add a logic so it changes from tab to tab. So see, mobile was added, but the other two were not added yet. So for that, we're gonna where's the set content view? So in right after the set content view, in on-create function, we're gonna say button navigation, which is the name of that. If let me see, where's the, this is main activity. Let me close this, everything, close. Right here. So bottom navigation. See right here, this part right here, the navigation. We gave it ID of bottom navigation. That's why main activity right here, we're gonna say bottom navigation dot set on navigation item selected listener, which would be this one right here. Set on navigation item selected listener, and it's like a button click listener, except it's for the navigation, because we're going to be clicking on each of those. So that's why we need click listener. All right, so inside we're going to say what will happen if we click on. So we're going to say when it dot item ID, and inside I'm going to say RID mobile, and this mobile comes from menu, this one here. See, these are the IDs that we're looking for: mobile, settings, and help. So, and what we're going to say ROG mobile. If we click there, what should happen? We should have a function replace fragment, except we're going to have there mobile fragment. Next one is similar to this one, RID help. If we click on that one, what will happen? We will use this function that we created right below, and in this case, help fragment will show up once you click on help. And last one will be RID settings. And if we click there, then obviously replace function will be, which is once again the replace function is this one here. Here we put that mobile, when it just creates, mobile will show up as the first one. And here we're changing it if you click on each of those. So replace fragment, and this one will be settings fragment. And then after this curly brace, we're going to say true. And then it's pretty much should be ready. Let's click on play or run. And it should give us, if there are no mistakes, it should give us 3 fragments. And if you click on settings, fragment will pop up. On help fragment. On mobile fragment. So I think I'm gonna stop here, and next video we're gonna be working on passing information from one fragment to another fragment. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.